Yes, this is Steve-O and Ann's Key West vacation. And there we are flying down south of the border.
It was a beautiful day that day. The clouds, the sun, it was really pretty. There we are at the airport in Key West.
And they had the welcome sign out for us.
That's the Marriott where we stayed. And the lobby of the Marriott with the beautiful flowers.
And that's our room, 226B.
We had a very nice room.
There's Joe, the concierge.
That's the back of the hotel, the swimming area and the water beyond that.
It was a lovely day with plenty of light for picture taking. And the water is that clear.
That's the outside of the Marriott, the entrance.
Well, we went downtown to the harbor to see if we could find some supper.
A lot of restaurants around the harbor area.
We finally settled on a place called Alonzo with some really good fish. There was a band playing, and Ann found the key lime shop.
At Kermit's Key West Key Lime Shop.
We went back there very often and spent a lot of money there.
Yes, delicious key lime pie.
After that, we took a stroll down the Key West streets just to see what it would look like.
As you can see, there are a lot of stores, shops, places to eat.
And we headed towards Mallory Square.
And oh, what a beautiful sunset it was. They had people, a band singing, different things going on down there.
As the sun is setting, people watch a lot of musical acts on the boardwalk. But the chief one was the dog. The musicians are simply there to play. But the dog...
Yes, he even had little shorts on.
...is the show. He gets the money and puts it in the bucket. If you don't believe it, watch this again. Lady's waving the dollar. Dog gets the dollar in its mouth and puts it in the bucket. And that's how everybody gets paid.
Very smart dog.
The sailing vessel is the Sunset Cruise on a little schooner. And I imagine they have a wonderful view of Wisteria Island.
Key West is known for its sunsets, and beautiful they are.
As you can see, I took pictures of just about every angle I could.
The sunsets were orange, yellow, mauve color. They were really something to see.
It was amazing how much light was left over once the sun did finally go down. I imagine this is a daily activity in Key West.
They were very peaceful. Yes, you can see the different shops there.
By this time in the evening, we'd been traveling all day long, and we were one tired couple. The Model A. There was a steel drummer there, and he was very, very good. As you can see, everybody's having a wonderful time enjoying the remains of the sunset. That is the museum.
They also had beautiful flowers and bushes with blooms on them.
There's the church lit up at night. We got down to Jimmy Buffett's, which is our rendezvous point for the shuttle bus. The next morning, we got out and made our way to the Harry S. Truman Little White House Museum. Beautiful grounds outside.
It was quite an interesting tour to see the little White House on the inside. You couldn't make pictures on the inside because they still have dignitaries, and President Clinton has been there, different people, Colin Powell, and so the Secret Service won't let you make pictures on the very inside. They do have an exhibit room where you can make pictures.
And there's the sand sculpture of the man himself. Harry S. Truman.
It was very interesting to hear about Truman's life and his presidency, and it was really patriotic just being there.
As I said, it's a beautiful grounds and beautiful pictures to be made there. And after we'd spent some time there, we walked 6 blocks down to the Hemingway House.
Yes, and Ernest Hemingway, he's also known for his like and love of cats, which he had several cats still around the home there. They're known for having 6 or 7 toes. This is the inside of the house, and you could make pictures on the inside of this house.
Once we got inside, we learned that he was quite the collector. There's Anne in the living room with a Queen Anne couch, many artifacts from all over the world.
Yes, and he had a beautiful bed in his room. Some real pretty antique furniture, and there's in one of the bathrooms. Had some very pretty antique furniture in there.
In 1989, the producers of the James Bond films used this house as a set for License to Kill. There's the scene from the lighthouse, and there's the porch where Bond met M.
The lighthouse was just very close to Ernest Hemingway's house. There's some of the cats. They were friendly, they were laid back, they were napping or drinking water. They were really pretty, very peaceful, friendly.
There's Lionel Barrymore and the swimming pool carved out of solid rock.
There he is, taking a nap. And there is a cat. He was a big cat. He was sound asleep till I tried to pet him, and he roused up.
And that's that church during the daytime. We did go in to find out that it was just as beautiful in the interior as it was in the exterior.
Yes, there are tall palm trees there.
Meanwhile, back at the Key West Lime Shop, Anne wore her lime outfit to get some more dessert.
Notice I wore green at the Key Lime Shop.
And we wasted away at Margaritaville waiting on the shuttle bus. The next morning, we got out bright and early and rented a car and decided to drive the entire length of the Florida Keys, all the way up to Key Largo, taking pictures as we went and as we came back.
We traveled all the way up to Key Largo, which was about within 20 miles of Miami.
First, we tried to find the Key Deer Refuge. We found the refuge, but we didn't see any deer. I guess they were taking a nap. Meanwhile, there was water and sky.
It was a very pretty place.
To just get out and see what God had done. We found this little landing just before we crossed a bridge and found it interesting. That bridge has been there since 1935, and this is a little landing before you cross the bridge over to the state park. I found it very picturesque, very peaceful. I imagine that gap is there for the sailboats. Anyway, we crossed the bridge.
This is the Bahia Honda State Park. There were different people out there visiting, and they have little beach areas also. Quite a bit of seaweed in Key West.
Small by our standards. There I am with the camera. And there she is.
It was a hot day out there.
The different colors in the water are from the coral and the depth.
They have some big old trees there also.
Once we had finished looking at the Atlantic side, which was beautiful, we walked across the parking lot and found the Gulf side. where mainly all the people were at that time. And there it is, a beautiful little beach with a lot of folks having a lot of fun. We enjoyed it very much. We looked up and found three of our friends, Curly, Mo, and Larry. But that's the view of the bridge from the other side. We found Sandspur Beach just a little bit down from there, and people with colorful umbrellas enjoying the day, and a beautiful day it was.
And we're back on the road again. It clouded over and they got a nice rain shower, but it didn't hinder our trip any.
So just as the storm was just about to get us, we pulled off and ate lunch at the Sunset Grill.
Yes, and it was delicious. They had very good food, including, for dessert, the chocolate bomber.
Beautiful exterior, very comforting on the inside, a delicious meal, and Ann had dessert. Look at that smile.
But it was a pretty place with the tall palms and the hut type of restaurant look and the coconuts there. It was really a nice place to eat.
Got back out on the road and find Isla Mirada, who welcomed us with many more restaurants. We found Duck Key. Didn't know much about it at the time. We decided we'd come back and explore it on the way back.
It was really neat to see those tall palms just blowing in the wind in front of the water.
Just a lovely day.
There's a number of keys. I really didn't realize how many there were, but there's a lot of them.
We decided that you could go anywhere in the Florida Keys if you just had a boat. Back on the road again, we finally made it to Key Largo. And there's the lovely Ann Hopkins, enjoying a lovely day at the resort, full of sky and water, grass huts, beautiful clear water.
At this Marriott, they had
some dolphins and even a hammock, which we tried out and discovered that we liked it very much.
And me too.
There they are. I'm just westing, and she's westing too. A beautiful view. Time to get back out on the road and head south. Back through Key Largo. At every bridge you could pull off and make pictures. We found the fish company. And we waved goodbye to Isla Mirada, who said, "We'll catch you later."
Here we are back at Duck Key. Now that was a very nice area. They had very nice homes. They didn't have any gates. Didn't have any security around there, so I just got out and started making pictures. And I didn't see anybody. One interesting thing was were the mailboxes.
She liked the crocodile mailbox.
They had some beautiful homes, flowers,